It has almost been a year since I have regularly been sharing what's going on in my life on this channel, and a major part of that was because sometimes it gets to a point where you're like, I can't just keep making videos where I just say, I have no idea what's going on. Let's just find out. And for a major part of last June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, right now, I have not really had a good idea of what is going on, and where I was to go and what I was to do. And there are things that I had recorded back in June and July and August, very small increments, because I was really trying to focus most of my energy on what was happening in my life at that time. But I still have some things that I wish to share from that time. So although this is me speaking in this video that you're about to see, I'm going to just paste it after what I'm saying here. Even though this video you're about to see is from the last day of May of last year, 2024, I think it's still important for me to share these moments because they do still speak to where I'm at now. And a lot has happened. So it's just a little quick baby share. Essentially, this is like the end of my little playlist of me last winter into spring really struggling to find like work and a way to make money and to support myself, especially as I was going through my Saturn return, and kind of still am. And I had gotten like literally offered jobs at multiple places multiple times, and I just kept saying no, or I would accept something and then the car broke down, and that's all in the playlist. And I was really like, it was a struggle. And what I learned recently is that the Saturn transit for my return that I'm having can like really highlight depression if you're already prone to it. And I do have some melancholic tendencies, but anyway, this is just like a precursor. Basically, you're seeing me just having sent an email to Whole Foods, which I used to work for, telling them, actually, no, I'm not coming in for the interview, even though they like found time and space to try and interview me for a position, because I got to the parking lot and I was just like, no. My body was like giving loud no signals, and I wanted to honor that. And so it was me sitting in the van, basically trying not to crash out, that I had again decided not to take a job when I needed money, which is, like I said, insane. But anyway, I'm just going to let that version, almost a year ago, me, who has completely different hair in the video, just share some things. I still wanted to honor that version of me, and then continuously, slowly but surely catch you up to where I'm at in this moment in time. Okay, namaste. I said, honor your divine self by refining your craft. Honor your divine self by refining your craft. This is one of my crafts, which is a weaving type of thing, but I cannot find anywhere that sells hemp fabric anymore, and I only would want to sell these to people if it was made out of hemp. So for right now, it's not something I'm really doing as an offering. It is a craft that I do want to refine. I want to get better at it. I want to understand it innately and know it. But there are other things that I consider a craft of mine. I'm sitting with the tarot right now. I'm sitting with Oracle right now. I'm sitting in light language with the spirit. I'm sitting with, I haven't sat with Reiki in a long time. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to be doing with my hands, is that craft. Because Jupiter moving into Gemini is about the hands, and I've been getting a lot about what am I doing with my hands. Refining the craft of Reiki. I definitely, I saw that I'm certified as a master Reiki healer, yes. But there's a difference between refining your craft. Like, I can have all the attunements and connect to people and they can feel it, but there's a difference when you innately understand an energy and work with it consistently. And there is a teacher in this area who is teaching over the summer, doing attunements for holy fire Reiki, which I was always interested in because it connects to Yeshua. And I know I don't need it in order to connect to Yeshua, but that's a way I could be refining my crafts. My partner and I do want to do something for hemp, for water, and I think he and I are learning how to refine our craft together as a team. I just don't want to feel like a failure. And some of the symptoms that I was talking about in my last video, because this is the final share of this whole experience, some of the things I was experiencing in my last share was the Hashimoto's, Graves' disease symptoms of like they said that some of the spiritual meanings of it are from humiliation, from not feeling like you get to do what you want to do, and something else that I don't remember. So it's probably the one that hits the hardest because I don't remember it. But yeah, honor your divine self by refining your craft. I feel it's not just a message for me, it's for anyone who's watching this who is also currently really struggling with trying to find a way to make money that aligns with you, that you don't feel like you're sucking your soul out to do. So I'm learning to honor who I am here on earth as a divine being, as a light being, as a light worker, as a multidimensional person, by refining the craft in which I'm offering to others. And I can't offer something that's refined unless I work on the craft. So I'm refining first what I want to refine as a craft and what I want to offer. And I do enjoy offering Reiki, and something I do enjoy doing, but I can't offer it as a service if I'm not refining it and working with it within myself. I do enjoy crocheting and offering that as a future share once hemp has become something that is easily purchasable as every other crochet and yarn, knitting fabric possible, cotton, acrylic, polyester. Like there's so many other fibers, but hemp is so difficult to find, and it's the most vital fiber. Tarot and oracle is always just a great way to accompany anything. It's almost just like this beautiful addition, especially if you're doing a Reiki session for someone and you get extra messages from the cards. Yeah. I mean, my partner wants to create a website for the information he wants to share, and I kind of want to have a website for things I offer. I'm wondering if we should just like make a collective website together and have like a page for me and a page for him. And that's probably what I'm going to bring up to him today, because I'm going to tell him like I couldn't go into this interview. Oh my god, he's going to be the only person who understands and can support me in this experience. And I'm grateful to have someone like in my physical life. I know you people who watch me here have left really supportive comments about feeling the same way, so I know I'm not alone in that way. To have someone physically here in this now moment where I'm experiencing it before I even post this, I'm really grateful to have someone who can be like, no, I get it, and just let me have that space to just like not feel so bad about this decision that I just made. So yeah, I'm going to bring up the idea to him about us creating a website together, and he can have a page for all of his information about hemp, the services he offers, the sites where you can purchase his thrifted clothes, like maybe just a hub for all this stuff that he wants to offer to the collective, and then a page for all the stuff I want to offer to the collective. And then who knows, maybe in the future we could like, it could be just like a little grand central station for people's offerings, and other people who don't want to be in the 3D realm and want to offer their 5D services. Having a website, maybe this is your call to create a website of your own, so that you can have a place where people come to you to receive what you have here to offer, or to learn things that you've learned. Yeah, so a lot of the messages I received from the cards just now was about working together as a team. A lot of it was about teamwork. A lot of it was about believing in myself, about trusting in my abilities and not doubting my abilities, which I know I have. I know I'm divinely and deeply connected energetically to Reiki in general, just based on my makeup, but also just how I want to give, and the way I feel is a beautiful way to give, and what Reiki has done for me. I know that's one of the ways I can do it. I know weaving things with my literal hands and then offering it as an offering, saying, hey, this is made out of hemp. Like, I know all these things are something that can turn into something more. And someone else going around wearing something, and then someone saying, hey, that's so cute, and saying, yeah, it's made out of a plant. It's made out of hemp. The hemp plant. You don't just smoke it. You can do so much with it. It's one of the strongest, toughest, but most gentle fibers ever, and it's got such a great energy, and it lifts your vibration by wearing it. Like, yeah. There's a lot that my partner and I need to talk about, and I'm grateful because this week, this end of this strengthened, because we're trying not to call it week end, the end of this strengthened, this cycle that we're in, the house will be quite empty, so it'll be a perfect opportunity for he and I to get into a vortex container. And so you will be seeing this unfolding and the outcome of this. And I'm grateful for that. So thank you for, if you followed through this whole little mini series that I've been sharing, I'm really grateful that at the end of this, what I've seen so far is the understanding that he and I are better together, we're stronger together. And as much as I've been trying to do things by myself and he do things by himself, there's so much more that unfolds, and really just like the blessings pour out so much more when we are together and as like unite as a divine feminine and masculine, and help us balance out the polarities in one another and call one another up and act as mirrors to each other, and then can be those mirrors for those around us who we hold space for. So yeah, this is what's going to be unfolding, I feel, just sitting in this moment. It's like he and I really coming together and being like a team, like really understanding what it means to work with someone else and to find our personal strengths and bring them together to do something bigger and greater for things outside of us. We've always wanted to be like John Lennon and Yoko Ono and FKJ and O. Like those are people that I've aspired, who have inspired me. And I feel that we are on our way to doing that. If we can only just sit and get clear with one another on our goals and our desires, and learning how to work together as a team. And I think both of us being just so independent and having so many things we wish to do, we're really learning how to like leave space for the other within the container. So you'll be seeing this in the next share. So